What's happening in Oakland, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Explore OU. I'm your host, Matt McCormick, and we've got a lot to show you this month. On this month's episode, we take a look back at the annual SPB Carnival and Sigma Pi Pig Roast, check out what happened at the GrizFest Involvement Fair, and take a look back at all the festivities that happened over the homecoming weekend. Later on, we sit down with the Dean of the Honors College, Graham Harper, to find out what the Honors College here at OU is all about. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Explore OU. First on the docket, we're going to check out the SPB Welcome Week Carnival and the Sigma Pi Pig Roast. OU TV's Dan Gordon checked out the event and took part in all the free food, carnival games, and fun activities. Let's see what he got into.
Hello, this is Dan Gordon reporting for the annual Student Program Board Carnival. We got games, we got rides, we got crazy foods. Should be a lot of laughs. Let's take it away. We're here with Sam Harris, the Student Relations Director. And Sam, could you tell us a bit about what's going on here today?
So today's Student Program Board is putting on our Fall Carnival for Welcome Week. It is one of the largest Welcome Week events and free and open to all Oakland students. Every year, one of the fraternities on campus, Sigma Pi, does their pig roast. On top of that, we have two mechanical rides, the Turbo Tubs and the Pirate's Revenge, and a variety of yard games and inflatables.
So my name is Liz, and I am here with Manjot, helping to run the prize table here for the yard games that we have at the carnival. So in a little bit, we're going to be starting up, and we're going to have people running the games so that people can win tickets and come over here and grab some great prizes.
We're here with Chris Taylor, president of Sigma Pi, and he's hosting a pig roast for the carnival. Tell us a bit about that.
Hey there, this is our 21st annual pig roast we're hosting today. We'll be here all day serving pulled pork to all OU students, faculty, friends, and family. We have about 400 pounds of pulled pork that we're serving. It's free of charge to everybody. We're also accepting donations for the Amazing Day Foundation. It's a suicide awareness foundation during our pork eating contest. And the winner of that can win some awesome prizes like some gift cards. Hope to see people come out and support our event.
Long-standing tradition of any fair is to enjoy disgusting fatty foods. So right now we're gonna do the pulled pork challenge. I love the fair. Could you make us a piggy in honor of the pig roast here at the carnival?
Pig roast, absolutely. Here we go. Don't suck in your brain, okay? Okay, come on over. You get to be my model. No offense, it's just she's way cuter than you are. This can be an Indian hat here with a feather. Britney Spears microphone. Britney after the haircut. Halo, which is a great video game, Halo. But this is the coolest thing. It's a fan. A pig hat.
Thanks very
Looking
much.
great, bud. Looking great.
Thank you. Well, that just about does it for me. This is Dan Gordon, signing off.
What a great event. If you missed it this year, be sure to check out the carnival in 2016. Next up is the annual GrizFest Involvement Fair. This giant event invited all the student groups on campus to showcase their clubs to the incoming and returning students. Let's take a look.
So GrizFest is essentially a community business, student org, volunteer agency, and departmental fair for students to come check out different local businesses, volunteer agencies they can get involved with, the various student orgs they can join, as well as the departments and resources that are available to them here on campus. As a student coming to GrizFest, you obviously get to meet all the different student orgs that you can join. There's tons of free foods. We have La Puma handing out hot dogs, Cold Stone, Coolio. We've got mac and cheese, different fun events like pull-up competitions. There's lots of things for you to do. Free stuff, free t-shirts. So as a college student, free is definitely good.
Amplifying Autism Awareness is a student organization at OU, and our objective is to spread autism awareness among the student body. Our goal is to educate peers and fundraise to further improve quality of life among the campus. I actually wanted to participate in GrizFest today because I thought it was a perfect opportunity to educate students among the student body about the organization.
So we are AMA, the American Marketing Association. We hold a lot of events throughout the year in order to expand students' knowledge about marketing and get them more involved or connected with different companies.
There are over 300 clubs on GrizOrgs. Check it out and get involved. Visit the CSA on the first floor of the OC for more information.
Who knew that OU had so many awesome clubs? To see what else Oakland has to offer, please check out GrizOrgs online or stop by the Center for Student Activities office in the basement of the OC. Soon after Welcome Week, Oakland hosted their annual Homecoming and Reunion Weekend. The weekend featured a multitude of events for both alumni and current students. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the fun-filled weekend.
This year, the Homecoming and Reunion Weekend was held on September 18th through the 20th. The alumni returned to the campus for reunion and reminisce their years at Oakland University by various activities with their family and friends. To kick off the Homecoming and Reunion Weekend, an event was celebrated on Friday in the Oakland Center besides the Fireside Lounge. Free box lunches was offered to the first 1,100 attendees, and music was played by WXOU. The event invited OU staff, faculty, students, and last but not least, the Grizz too. At noon, President Hind announced and presented the Golden Grizzly Spirit Award for the winning office of the Decorate Your Office contest. Congratulations to the staff of the first-year advising team. Later that day at Meadowbrook Hall, donors were invited for a social gathering to thank them for their contributions to Oakland University. Held all month long, and during Homecoming Weekend, Oakland University's studio art faculty showcased an exhibition of diverse work curated by Dick Goody, the director of OU Art Gallery. In the showcase, there were sculptures, watercolor, and ink paintings, constructions, and also a fascinated lens-based laser etching with drawings and painting. On Saturday, former Oakland men's soccer players competed with each other in a friendly match in the upper fields. The alumni soccer players brought their families and children who enjoyed playing a pickup game of soccer on the side. At noon, the alumni, faculty, administrators, and students joined together to celebrate the School of Engineering and Computer Sciences' 50th anniversary. The celebration was held in the new Engineering Center. Attendees learned about the school's special initiatives presented by Dean Louis Shamra. They also took a tour of the new building and enjoyed light refreshments. Later, the OU Alumni Association invited alumni and their family and children for a family fun day in the rec center. the children enjoyed various fun activities, including inflatable attractions, snacks, spray-painted tattoos, and many more. Kicking off next, the Oakland's men's soccer team played their homecoming game against the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Students and fans came out to support the team and cheered them on. Unfortunately, OU fell to Milwaukee in a close double overtime loss, but school spirit was definitely not lacking. Prior to the homecoming soccer game, a barbecue and tailgate was held by the Oakland University Credit Union and OU Student Congress. This event was held on the lower and upper decks of the P29 parking structure. OU alumni, current students, faculty, and staff enjoyed live music, free food, and fun and games. Later that night, OU's music, theater, and dance students and faculty put on black and gold performances in the Varner Recital Hall to pump up the night. There was live music, dances, and musical skits from various stage performances. Homecoming 2015 ended successfully with great memories to take back home. See you again next year.
Wow, what a fantastic weekend. I know I had a great time. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, OUTV's Lucy Price sat down with the Dean of Honors College, Graham Harper, for an exclusive interview about what the Honors College is and how students can get involved. We'll be right back.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Hi, I'm Lucy Price, and today we'll be sitting with Dr. Graham Harper, the Dean of the Honors College, to talk more about the Honors College and how students can get involved. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, pleasure.
So tell me a bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm not sure anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was born in Britain.
Oh, okay.
Grew up in Australia, and I've been a permanent resident here in the United States for a while. So.
Awesome, okay. And so where did you earn your degree?
Well, again, I'm a mixed character in terms of so many things, and degrees are part of it. I started off in economic history.
Okay.
I moved into doing a doctorate in creative arts, and then I came to Britain. Moved from Australia to Britain to complete a PhD. So I don't know what that makes me. Varied.
Master of all trades. So how long have you been at OU?
4 years, just over
4 years?
4 years. I
Okay.
arrived at OU on the 1st of September 2011.
Okay, and so what attracted you to the university?
Well, because it's such a wonderful place, you know, it really was. No, seriously, I didn't know a lot about it, and I was working in Alabama and just happened to bump into it on the web, essentially, and sent a few emails saying, hey, that's a really cool university, and got replies, which was interesting. I thought, yeah, people are really proud of this place. And when I came for interview, I was interviewed by students as well as interviewed by faculty and administrators, and the students were really, you know, on the ball and engaged with Oakland, and that just made me think, wow, what a place, you know. So I was just so impressed. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's brilliant that they had the students in the interview process.
Yeah.
I didn't know universities did that, so that's something new I just learned. What was the work you were doing in Alabama?
Working in the honours program there
Okay.
at University of Montevallo.
Okay.
I was a visiting professor there in terms of, they've got a thing called the Pascal C. Vaca Distinguished Visiting Professor, which sounds very grand, but actually it's not so grand, but it was very nice. And I got the opportunity to work with honours college students there, honours program students, and that got me interested also in what we could do with those students.
Okay, awesome. So what exactly is the Honors College at OU?
Well, you know, it is a college, and that's one of the important parts. You know, honours programs are a little different to honours colleges. Honours colleges tend to be a gathering of people, a community of people, people from different interests. So they might be engineers, they might be history majors, they might be education, chemistry, nursing, all different interests, but they're a community, and they're a community of people that are working at quite a high level. So they're high achieving students that are, in our case, are achieving above a 3.5 GPA through the whole time that they're at Oakland. So a variety of people. A program tends to be just additional stuff, and we're not a program, we're a college, so we very much look at ourselves in that community sense, and it's a support community as well. It helps those students advance through their program and graduate at a level that puts them in the top 5% of graduating undergraduates. So that's the aim, is to get everybody to graduate in the top 5% nationally at the end of their time at Oakland.
Okay, so what is it the Honors College does to actually help the students who are in the Honors College?
Well, you know, in some ways we're quite traditional, you know, because most honours colleges will have small classes, and we do that. So when they take their general education requirements in the honours college instead of outside of it, all of our classes will be under 20. So that's kind of nice to work closely with a professor.
Smaller class sizes, definitely.
Smaller class sizes. But again, that, in a sense, that's every honours college will do that. What's interesting about Oakland is we do spend a lot of time in the freshman year looking at things like undergraduate research, looking at how you can create strong teams as well as strong individuals in terms of their academic performance. We look at that track all the way through about planning and being intentional, which I think is very distinctive to Oakland in terms of being intentional about the things that you do that are not just class-based. It's not just what course you're taking. As I say, we build on that research support, so we take people to the National Conference on Undergraduate Research and those kinds of things. So there's things that just give you that additional support.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that's the main thing, is to make sure that students know that they've got us here and they can talk to us. We've got things like additional advising. We put on events that Honours College students can get involved in. Just quite a bit of that to help people maintain that 3.5, but also just to build their resumes, just to give more opportunities to do that.
Okay, so what's the history of the Honors College? Who was it founded by? When did it start?
Well, I mean, Oakland's got a fabulous history in terms of honours, you know, and in terms of its own history generally. So you could go back and say 1957, when honours college students from Michigan State were encouraged to tell you know, Oakland at the time what it should look like in terms of a university. So, you know, 57 through to 59, there was a group of honours college students who actually informed our original curriculum. So that's an interesting little historical fact about Oakland itself. 1977 was the birthplace was the birthday of the Honours College itself as it currently stands. Now that's interesting because it was back in about 73, 75 and so on that it began to be discussed. Dr. Mel Chernow was a key character in developing the Honours College at that point, history professor, and basically just looking at the way in which the Honours College that was going to be built and developed at that point in 1977 built on that earlier history of where Oakland had come from in the first place.
Okay. So what are the things that the honors students get that regular students wouldn't get? What would be the thing that would draw students to the honors college?
Right. Well, the key thing is more pizza.
You gotta love the free food.
I'd say that's not true, but actually it is. No, actually there's a couple of key things. Honours College students can register for all their courses when grad students can.
Okay.
So they register early and they have that priority registration, which is useful.
Yeah.
They get free printing, those kinds of things. They get the additional advising as well. Obviously, there's a connection with more scholarship funds that they can apply for because they're in the Honours College. Travel funds is another one of those areas. As I say, they will all do a project. Most students at Oakland do some kind of research project. Well, if they're in the Honours College, their project can be funded up to $1,500, so they'll get additional funding, which is great. So those kinds of things, but I think overall it's the community feel that makes a difference.
Yeah, community feel is definitely a great thing to have. What is the biggest pro of being in the Honours College? Like the best thing that you can get out of it, other than the free pizza?
It's hard to go past the free pizza. I think one of the things is, generally, as I say, that community feel is a big one. But I think, the access to courses in those general education requirements that they will be taking anyway. The courses that we will have on offer tend to be selected from a pretty competitive range of things that professors send to us. So that's a bit of an advantage in terms of the professors often think about what they can do in a small group that they maybe can't do in a bigger group. That's helpful. I think the other thing, as I say, is that additional support and focus on undergraduate research, which just is a key aspect. So that's more than one thing, and the free pizza's still in there. But there are a couple of things, I think, rather than just one. So.
Okay. So where can students find the Honours College? How can they join, get involved?
We're big on come and see us, we really are, because it's much more of a sort of personal connection that we can make if people do that. And we tend to design things around people's own ambitions and aspirations. So we always say, drop over to Oakview Hall, come and see us, drop in sometime, and literally drop in. There's no necessity necessarily to make an appointment to see anybody.
Okay.
It's nice if you want to see our advisor, maybe to drop her a line to see if she's available, but literally come over to Oakview Hall and find us and come and have some coffee and pizza.
That's brilliant. And any student can come. Any student can come and find out more information.
Yeah, even if somebody feels like they're working towards getting into a point where they've got above a 3.5 to join the Honours College, come over before that. Come and talk to us about what else we can do for you. Come to an Honours College event. They're often open to everybody, and come and see the sorts of things we're doing. Yeah. Because again, people would be really welcome to do that.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. But thank you, Dr. Harper, for sitting down and having this interview with us. I hope you all enjoyed it, and please stay tuned after the break. Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Welcome back to EXOU. Now before we leave, take a look at the calendar for the month of October to check out all of the fun events happening here at Oakland. Check it out. That's about all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching Explore EXOU. I'm your host, Matt McCormick. See you next time. Come on, I need a shower. Let's do this.